Hello children, how are you? I am Madhavi, your biology teacher from BRGS. I hope you are all doing well. Stay home, stay safe. As contact classes are not permitted for few days, hence this video teaching. Hope you all concentrate on this video and subject. Any doubts regarding this subject, feel free to contact me after this video personally, one-to-one. Now let's get into the subject. Today I am going to teach the lesson life process. This life process. The existence of life on the planet Earth is mainly based on certain functions and processes. There are certain basic vital processes which are essential for an organism to stay healthy. These basic essential activities performed by an organism are called as life processes. Means all biological processes are taking place in our body that are essential for our survival. When we sit, sleep, or doing any work, still the processes take place for perform some essential jobs. What are types of life processes? There are many types. Nutrition, transportation, metabolism, respiration, reproduction, excretion. But in this lesson, we are going to learn about 4 essential life processes. Those are nutrition, transportation, respiration, and excretion. Let us know about these 4 processes briefly. Nutrition means it is a mode of food intake. Respiration is the process by which a living being utilizes the food to get energy. Transportation is circulatory system of human being. Excretion means removal of harmful waste from the body. This is a brief explanation about nutrition. All living things perform certain life processes like growth, excretion, respiration, circulation, etc. All the processes like respiration, digestion, which together keep the living organisms alive and perform the job of body maintenance, are called life processes. Let us see what is nutrition. The whole process by which an organism obtains its food, that is called nutrition. There are 2 types of nutrition: nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals. Nutrition in plants. Plants are autotrophs. Autotrophs means they can make their own food. Heterotrophs means they cannot make their own food. Animals are heterotrophs, means depends on plants or other animals for their food. Here we see modes of nutrition, means how many types of modes are there in nutrition. There are 2 types of nutritions. That is, one is autotrophic nutrition, other one is heterotrophic nutrition. Kinds of nutrition in which inorganic materials like CO2, water, etc. are utilized to prepare organic food by the process of photosynthesis. Example, green plants. Come to heterotrophic nutrition, kinds of nutrition in which organisms do not possess the ability to synthesize their own food. They depend on autotrophs for their own food, their food supply directly or indirectly. See here, in autotrophic nutrition, they can prepare their own food in the process of photosynthesis. Heterotrophic, they cannot make their own food. So they always depend upon animals and plants. Plants means nothing but again autotrophic only. So I hope you got it. Let's move on. This is some of the questions which you have in your lesson. Answers are given there. How do we tell the difference between what is alive and what is not alive? Living things can move, eat, breathe, but non-living things cannot do this. Are these living things? Yes, they are, because they are moving. So movement is a sign of living. Plant is growing from a seed. Movement and growth are indications of life. But this dog and cactus are not moving. Are they living? Though they are not moving, some processes are taking place which are essential for survival, but they have movement that are not visible to our naked eyes. If movements are there, where are they? Though it is not moving, some processes such as repairing and maintenance of the cell take place. You can see there, repairing is going on even though dog is sleeping. What are life process? Repair and maintenance of a cell needs a continuous supply of new molecules and disposal unwanted molecules. This task is achieved by a set of processes called life processes. Nutrition is a life process in which food is obtained by the organism and converted to simple molecules, that is, nutrients. Nutrients are in the form of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats in our food which give us energy. Respiration is a life process in which oxygen is obtained by the organism and supplied to the cells by the transport system. Breathe in oxygen should be supplied to all parts of our body. In fact, oxygen to be supplied each and every cell through transport system. Cells utilize some of these nutrients and oxygen to produce energy. We get nutrients from food in digestion process. Cells utilize some of these nutrients and oxygen to produce energy. We get the nutrients from food in digestion process. In them, some of the nutrients and oxygen produce energy. We get this energy in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate, and toxic waste is released here. Some nutrients are used for synthesis of new materials for growth and repair. Nutrients means carbohydrates, proteins, fats, which give us energy. Apart from that, some nutrients are used for making of new materials for growth and repair, and toxic waste also released. Toxic waste to be excreted out. When chemical reactions occur in our body, toxic waste is released. This waste is to be removed from the body. Now let us see about excretion. These are nutrients. So nutrients means carbohydrates, proteins, fats which give us energy. These nutrients are used for making of new materials for growth and repair. You can see here toxic waste to be excreted out. So when chemical reactions occur in our body, toxic waste is released. This waste is to be removed from the body. Excretion is the life process in which living organism excrete the toxic materials out of the cells by the help of transport system. In human body, through kidneys, toxic waste excrete out in the form of urine. In the human body, all life processes are interrelated. If one process is broken down, other systems get affected. Toxic waste excreted as urine. These are four essential life processes for an organism to survive. Let's learn about autotrophic nutrition in plants. Plants are autotrophic, means self-feeding. Plants prepare their food by using simple inorganic materials like water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. So, these three are inorganic materials. Photosynthesis takes place inside the leaf. But exactly where does it take place? Let's see the cross section of the leaf. In internal part of the leaf, chloroplast is present. Carbon dioxide and sunlight is absorbed by leaves and water is absorbed through roots. Process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is photochemical reaction. There are three steps. First step. Chlorophyll molecules get activated by the sunlight, means absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. Here, in photosynthesis, photo means light, synthesis means food preparation. So the step 2, we are moving to the step 2. Step 2 means activated chlorophylls splits the water into hydrogen and oxygen. In step 2, there is a conversion of light energy into chemical energy. And hydrolysis of water also happened here. Hydrolysis of water means hydrogen splits into hydrogen and oxygen. H2O gives rise to H2 plus O2 in the presence of sunlight. For better understanding, once again, step 1, chlorophyll molecules get activated by the sunlight. Step 2, activated chlorophylls splits the water into hydrogen and oxygen. Step 3, hydrogen generated in step 2 are utilized to reduce the carbon dioxide to glucose. Reduction of carbon dioxide happens in the step 3. Means carbon dioxide adds with hydrogen molecules and form the glucose. That is the glucose. What is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. Glucose is the product of photosynthesis. Glucose is a carbohydrate. You can see here chlorophyll molecules get activated by the sunlight, and activated chlorophyll splits the water into hydrogen and oxygen, and hydrogen generated in step 2 are utilized to reduce the carbon dioxide to glucose. Okay, and plants also need nitrogen to make proteins to build up their bodies. Which part of the plant obtains CO2? Before diving into that, let us know about the function of root. Roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil through osmosis process. Roots transport these nutrients through xylem vessels to other parts of the plant. Roots absorb nutrients like magnesium, potassium, calcium, nitrogen, and nitrogen is taken up in the form of nitrates. See there, roots transport these nutrients through with the help of xylem vessels to other parts of the plant. Let's see the cross section of the leaf. There are 3 layers in the leaf. Upper part of the leaf is called upper epidermis. Middle part of the leaf is called middle epidermis, means mesophyll. Meso means middle, phyll means leaf. Lower part of the leaf is called lower epidermis. In the middle epidermis, chloroplast is present, which is essential for photosynthesis. How plant obtain CO2? In epidermis, there are small pores called stomata. Singular form of stomata is stoma, means only one pore is called stoma. Stoma is covered by 2 guard cells which are in bean shape. These guard cells are essential in photosynthesis. During dry conditions, in guard cells, chloroplast is present. During dry conditions, guard cells shrinks, gets attached to each other, so stomata remain closed. In other conditions like when the leaf flushed up with the water, guard cells swollen up and become rigid, so stomata will be opened. When it opens, carbon dioxide enter inside the leaf through stomata. This is how CO2 enter in the leaf in the process of photosynthesis. Here you can observe chloroplast which is present in guard cells. How the plants converts light energy into chemical energy. 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus sunlight gives rise to C6H12O6 plus 6O2 in the presence of chlorophyll. This is the equation of photosynthesis. There are 2 types of leaves, monocot, dicot. Monocot have narrow leaf, dicot have broad leaf. Monocot have same stomata either side of the leaf. Dicot have more stomata at lower side of the leaf. During daytime, generally stomata is opened. During night time, generally stomata is closed, but during dry conditions, even in daytime, Stomata is closed to conserve water. Let's recall these points. What is nutrition? The process by which an organism takes food and utilizes it is called nutrition. Need for nutrition. Organisms need the energy to perform various activities. The energy is supplied by the nutrients. What are nutrients? Materials which provide nutrition to organism are called nutrients. Modes of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. What is autotrophic nutrition? The organism which carry out autotrophic nutrition are called autotrophs. Example, green plants. Autotrophic nutrition is fulfilled by the process by which autotrophs intake CO2 and H2O and convert these into carbohydrates in the presence of chlorophyll. Sunlight is called photosynthesis. Main events of photosynthesis: absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. This is first step. Second is conversion of light energy into chemical energy, plus splitting means breaking of water into hydrogen and oxygen. Here equation is given for that. Reduction of CO2 to carbohydrates. And photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction. This is the reaction of photosynthesis. CO2 plus H2O gives rise to C6H12O6 plus O2 in the presence of sun's energy, means sunlight, and chlorophyll. Stomata. These are tiny pores present in the epidermis of leaf or stem through which gaseous exchange and transportation occur. This video is about introduction of life process and autotrophic nutrition. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.